See if I can engage my ABS here. What's going on, guys? Looks like I'm about to get rained on. That's what's going on here. Finally I see water instead of ice. So one topic that comes up a lot in motorcycling is ABS on bikes. Is it a good thing to have, or is it not? Myself, I think it's a good thing. This is an ABS model. When I was buying the bike, I got told mixed things. Yes, you should get it. No, you shouldn't. Cost, I think, about an extra $500 to get it. The argument against it is that people, new riders especially, will sort of depend on it, right? Instead of practicing and learning proper braking techniques, they'll be able to just jam on the brakes and not worry about the brakes locking up and going into a skid or anything like that. And then they kind of become dependent on it, and basically throughout their entire riding career they're going to be limited to only ABS bikes. In my opinion, that's bullshit. This is ABS, you know, and I don't think that I'm any less of a braker than the average non-ABS rider. I think that what people are saying about ABS can be true. It depends on the rider, though. It has nothing to do with the bike. It has everything to do with the rider. So the way I did it is, I didn't want that to happen, obviously. I don't know if my next bike will have ABS. I'm hoping it will. I'm thinking it will, but I'm not sure. Horsies. You know, but basically the way I do it is, if I practice proper braking, we'll say, you know, I'm mixing the front brake and the back brake, and I'm applying so much pressure that I don't want my brakes to lock. And if my ABS does kick in, you can feel it when it kicks in. It does like a pulsating. And if it does kick in, then I consider it a fail. I screwed up there. What did I do wrong? And then, you know, kind of reevaluate from there and try it again. I haven't used my ABS often. I mean, it's engaged a few times. I'm happy I had it for those few times. Again, it's not like every time I brake I'm engaging it or anything like that. So I personally agree with it. I think it's a great thing to have on a bike, especially for beginners and learners. The way I see it is that if ABS saves me, you know, it costs an extra $500, and if ABS can save me just once, it has done its job. It has paid itself off, and I'm glad I have it. Anything that can make this as safe as possible, why not? You know, obviously for racing and off-road use and such, ABS might not be the best option, but for everyday straight use, I don't see a problem with it at all. It helps out in rainy conditions, and everybody screws up. It might not even be my screw up, it might be somebody else's that causes me to use it, but just, it's an extra tool on the tool belt in case you need it. And again, if you do get a bike with ABS, like, I would strongly suggest you do everything you can not to depend on it, and then you'll be all good. Do you ever see people buying cars and searching for cars that don't have ABS? People panic when they go into a skid in a car, and you know, braking problems cause so many accidents every year. Obviously I don't have a stat, I can make one up if you want. 34% of accidents per year are caused by improper braking. And you don't see people looking for cars without ABS. Why would you do that when you have 2 wheels instead of 4? I think everybody is just so focused on their skill level and flaunting their skill level and comparing their chicken strips than they are just being safe. I smell horse poo. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not downplaying the importance of proper braking or developing that skill. Not at all. But I'm just saying, I think that I would rather have proper skill and ABS as that extra safety blanket. Why not? I think you can have both. I think you can I think you can practice proper braking while having an ABS bike, and I think that you should do that, and you should stay alive, and you should ride longer. Now I could have jumped on them harder than that, but that's still pretty good. Can't complain with that. So guys, even in an instance like this, you know, you're coming down a big hill and you suddenly have to stop. ABS allows you to stop really quick. So like, the only thing that I ask is, when you make your decision of whether or not to get ABS, or if you're gonna formulate an opinion on it, just consider all the options and consider all the vantage points. You still can develop skills while using ABS. Both are important. Consider ABS a tool to supplement your braking, not to replace proper braking, and I think you'll be okay. But by having it, you're not only potentially saving your own life, but the lives of others too. You saw, you know, how quick the bike's capable of stopping, even on a hill, with ABS kicking in, you know, and it didn't put me in any sort of danger in doing so. So if I didn't have ABS, I might be a little bit more hesitant to, you know, to force a quick stop like that, and in doing that I'm kind of putting other people at risk. This way it wasn't necessary. What do you guys think of the new rim tape? Got some red rim tape. I got it just off eBay. It was only a couple bucks. I didn't do the best job installing it, but I think it looks good. Gives the bike a whole new look, I find. It's my baby. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, keep on keeping on.